You watching? This thing on? All right, I think we're ready. All right, people. Let's talk photography rules. For the most part, photography has a ton of rules, guidelines to be followed. Most of them are meant to be broken, except for one. Never forget your memory card. So this morning, I get up, I'm getting around, getting cameras around for games today, tomorrow, stuff on Sunday. And I look out back and I can see a deer body and a tree shaking. I know that that's probably a buck rubbing on a tree, which I saw one yesterday. It's a whole nother story in itself. So I already had the batteries out charging, all this stuff. I hurry up, grab my camera. I'm like, oh shit, all right, I need to hurry up and creep out there. Grab the battery, throw it in the camera, and start heading out. And by then he's already moved off the tree, but I know he's still close. And I get over to, you can see probably, yep, that corner of the shed, because I knew he was gonna come out and either head somewhere over in that direction. And I creep down low so he can't see me, even though he can hear me making noise. I know he hadn't spotted me. And I hit the little doe call. He starts coming my way, and I turn the camera on and I can see the deer. The camera's on and I look down. No card in camera. I was in such a hurry to get out here, I forgot to put a damn memory card in the camera. That is one of them rules that's not a guideline, that you can break and still do some cool artist stuff or artistic stuff. That is one of the rules, that you have to have a card in the camera if you want to get photos. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I totally fucked that one up. So we're gonna walk out back and see if we can't find the tree that he was back here rubbing on. I know he was right back in here somewhere. Let's flip on. And he was over in somewhere over in here rubbing on one of these trees, and I don't know where, because I was in such a hurry to get out here and get pictures, and I am not seeing it. Not exactly sure where he was. He was somewhere back in here though, working one over. Here it is. This is the fresh stuff. Yeah, that's what he was working over. He was just a little guy, 4-6 point. So nothing too big, but he would have made for, he wasn't huge or nothing, but he would have been good to get some photos of. So totally screwed that up, and he wandered off across the street, and I was hoping maybe he'd come back, but didn't happen. So, but that's a lesson of the day. Memory cards in camera is an absolute must. You will not get photos of anything without them. It's been a lot of years since I made that mistake. The last time I made that mistake was, I wasn't going for a photo trip. I was actually going up to Pentwater on a fishing trip. And figured I'd take the camera anyways, just to get some photos if, you know, if anything was there. And so I made the trip all the way out there, 4-hour drive north. We get ready to, me and a couple other buddies, go out on this charter trip. And out there early, before sunrise, all that good stuff. And I go to turn on the camera. No card in camera. Like, that's probably one of the worst feelings, kicking the nuts, you can have as a photographer, next to dropping your gear and having just a catastrophic gear break-in and just something like, things are always going to happen as a photographer. Sports photographer, roughs run out in front of you, you get more ass in a toilet seat when you're a sports photographer, because they're always running in front of you. Things always happen. Nature, if you're out doing wildlife, nature stuff, you know, wind changes, deer catch your scent, whatever, they run off. Things happen. No card in the camera is, you can't blame anybody else. It's not an accident, you know, the wind didn't shift. There's nothing, there's no one you can blame except yourself. And it sucks. So, lesson learned for the day. Don't fuck that up later. It might be a complete waste of time. I don't have a clue. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Whatever. Definitely a solid win.